brighter tomorrow. I need you good people to give us our hope. Thank you, and God bless.
740's got to go, and 265 really don't jive. We can do better. We can do better. At this time, we have Sam Johnson from Warren, Michigan.
Hey, everybody. Are you excited to be here today like I am? I am excited about what we're doing here today. I don't know how I can follow Samantha up, because you'll remember that, Sam, more than me. That story is amazing and sad, and we have got to do something about that here. My name is Sam Johnson. I'm a pastor of a small church in Detroit, and I'm an employee in the fast food industry. I don't make minimum wage, but I don't make $1 more than that either. My wife is a very hard worker, and she makes really good money. Otherwise, we couldn't live nearly as well as we do now, which is why my story seems kind of weak compared to Samantha's. But I'll tell you this, at my age, we should be much better off in a much better shape. My wife and I should be able to afford 2 cars at the same time. My wife and I should be able to take the house that we purchased 3 years ago and do home improvements and bring it up to our standards. But because I'm paid so little, and she has to do most of the supporting of the household, our house is not nearly what it should be. Our home is not what it should be. I'm not able to take care of her in a manner that she deserves. And one thing a man has to do is take care of his home first. And if you can't afford to take care of your home on minimum wage, you are suffering. And the reason the city and the state has suffered because people refuse to raise the minimum wage. One of the issues that really concerns me, and I talked to my boss about this, he loves Michigan United. He likes what we're doing in the other cases, but he says that raising the minimum wage would hurt him as an employer. And I can't explain to him enough that if you raise the minimum wage across the state, more people would come into your restaurant. People who say, well, we can't afford to eat there now. At least they'd have a few more bucks. They can say, well, maybe we can afford to have a meal over there. Maybe we can spend a little more money there. It's an absolute no-brainer that the economy would improve exponentially. I don't know about you, but if I got a $2 or $3 an hour raise, I wouldn't be putting it in my stock portfolio. I don't know about you, but that money would go towards my home, my wife, my family, and taking care of other people. This is a necessity for so many people. They don't understand that when you give people more money, they don't hide the money. They don't put the money up. They pay their bills better. They take care of their families better. They spend money on home improvement. They buy more things, and the economy increases. It's a no-brainer. They have got to raise the minimum wage. I don't know about you and your families, but my family has suffered and lost homes. My sister lost her home, and many of our families have suffered. I need to let you understand the members of our church and other members of my church community and family have experienced very negative aspects of this economy. I struggled hard for about 5 years and unable to find a decent job, and I've only been working at this job 1 year. And the job is good. I'm grateful for it. But you know what I'd be more grateful for? If everybody had a fair opportunity to live the American dream. We have our home, we have a car, but we don't have the American dream. We talk about it like it's something far off, but it should be something right in our faces. It should be something available to every single American. This country is too well off for people to suffer and struggle the way we do. So we're going to stand together, we're going to raise our voices, we're going to get in their faces, and we're going to have them raise the minimum wage, all right? Raise the wage! 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 Isn't that right? Just because something is hard to do doesn't mean it should not be done. We got to do it. Plain and simple. We need a living wage, and we need it now. Last up on the agenda, Reverend Maurice Rugg, pastor, Greater Mount Tabor Baptist Church, Detroit, Michigan.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for being out here today. Give yourselves a great big hand. And because you're out here today, you epitomize what American citizen is. Some of our fundamental rights are the right to public protest, and the right to freedom of speech. And you are out here exercising your constitutional right to speak truth to power. And I want to let you know something, that when we come together, when we are united, we can never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Now give yourselves a hand. We are Americans. And some of our creeds, when I was a young boy, I was taught to pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Somebody say for all. Somebody say for all. Not just some, but for all. And I want to let you know something. Also, we were taught in our Constitution that we are endowed with certain unalienable rights. And among those rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't know how much liberty and how much happiness you can have on 740 an hour. You can't have too much liberty and freedom on 740 an hour. Especially when a gallon of gas costs you almost $4. A loaf of bread almost costs you $3. You can't have liberty with that little money. You need more money in order to make a reasonable living. Hey! 740 has got to go. Hey! 740. Hey! 740 has got to go. It's got to go, y'all. And I want to let you know something. The fact that you're standing here today and that you're speaking out on this minimum wage issue, it means that it's going to change. I was always taught that if we fight, we win. That if we fight, we win. And I believe in American democracy. I believe that the system works. The system will work if you work it. And we come here today to work the system, so that when we leave here today, we'll be one step closer to raising the minimum wage. We'll let you know something. When we stand together, we can do it. Somebody say, yes, we can. Somebody say, yes, we can. Yes, we can. And for my Hispanic brothers and sisters, si se puede. Si se puede. Let's go rally, y'all.
Thank you, Reverend Russ, and thank you, everybody. Just want to let you know that the housekeeping, those of you who have your legislative visits, they're in the building right next to City Hall, off here to my left and your right, and that's the Anderson House office building. So just go down to the end of the block and take a right.
Lunch first.
And for those of you who have an appointment now, and for the rest of you, we have lunch back at the church. Okay, you'll walk past the house office building on your way to the church.
Just a couple more points on that. Team 1 is going to go straight to its legislative visit. I mean, you guys have enough time to use the bathroom, but then you want to go straight to your meeting because it's at 11:30. Every other team can go to lunch. Teams 11 and 12 get to eat their lunch first because they have a long